Hello, Algebra 2 students. Today we are going to prepare for our quiz on Friday over sections 3.5 and 3.7. So I just wanted to take just a couple seconds to talk about your objectives. So remember from section 3.5, we added, subtracted matrices, multiplied by scalars, and then talked about why matrices are important. So that's that last bullet point. Use matrices to organize data. Section 3.6 was on multiplying matrices and, again, organizing data. And then section 3.7, we had determinants and Cramer's rule. So we basically summed all that up in all these nice wordy bullet points, but know that these kind of give you hints and tell you when you can do what and use what. So we are going to walk through the quiz review together. I will do half the problems and then you'll have the remaining half for homework. So first we have example 1, determine the dimensions of each matrix above. This is the only problem where we're going to do all of it together because we kind of need it in order to be able to answer the following problems. So we will talk about our dimensions for each. Remember that when we give dimensions, that's the number of rows by the number of columns. So in our first matrix A, we have 2 rows and we have 1, 2, 3 columns. So the dimensions of matrix A are 2 by 3. Matrix B has 2 rows and 2 columns, so it is 2 by 2. Matrix C has 3 rows and 3 columns, 3 by 3. Oops. Matrix D has, again, 2 rows, 3 columns. Matrix E is another 3 by 3. F is another 2 by 2. G, it has a singular column and it has 3 rows, so we call this a column matrix, so it is 3 by 1. And H is yet another 2 by 3. So then, for example 2, perform the matrix operation indicated. If I want to take matrix D minus 2 times matrix A, I'm just going to kind of copy each of these. So matrix D, that one is just going to be 4, -2, 5, and 1, -3, 0. And I want to subtract 2 times matrix A. Well, matrix A in its top left corner had the element 4, so multiplying by 2 we get 8. Multiplying -1 by 2 we get -2. 5 times -2, times regular 2 we get 10. And then 2 times -3 we get -6. 2 times -2 is -4. 2 times 2 is 4. Now we can just subtract these matrices like normal. So they are both 2 by 3. I guess we should have done this first. So both matrix D and matrix A are 2 by 3s. So we do get to add or subtract when they have this exact same dimensions. So we'll get to perform this operation. We will be left with another 2 by 3. So 2 rows, 3 elements in each row, or 3 columns. And so then in our top left corner, we just take 4 minus 8, which is -4. -2 minus -2, we add, so we get 0. Top right corner, we take 5 minus 10 is a -5. 1 minus -6 is 1 plus 6, so we get 7. -3 minus -4, that's again plus positive. So -3 plus 4 is 1, and 0 minus 4, -4. And that is our final answer. You will do example B for homework, so 2B for homework. And now we move on to matrix multiplication from section 3.6. So first we're going to talk about whether or not we can. Well, matrix H has dimensions, what did we say, 2 by 3. Matrix C had dimensions 3 by 3. So we can only do matrix multiplication. Remember, when your inside dimensions match, your outside dimensions tell you the size of your new matrix. So we should be expecting a 2 by 3 matrix. So remember, we like to offset our matrices as we kind of set these problems up. So I guess H isn't that one. So H, we have 1, -4, 2, and -3, 5, and -6. And so we like to put our first matrix in the bottom left corner and then caddy corner to that. So top right, we've got our matrix C. So first column of 4, 2, 1, and then -2, 0, -3. I'm just getting these numbers from our matrices listed up above. and then negative 1, 3, and 5. So remember that we set up our matrix by drawing in these dotted lines through the columns of the matrix on the right and through the rows of the matrix on the left. And we get a 2 by 3 matrix, which I feel like is all we have done with our matrix multiplication, but that's okay. And then in order to find what numbers go in those spots, or what entries we have, we multiply from the outside in. So we'll take 1 times 4 to get 4, negative 4 times 2 to get negative 8, and 2 times 1 to get 2. And then we add them. So we take 4 minus 8 plus 2 in order to get negative 2. Oops, I guess blue will work. And then to get our element in our top row middle column, we take our top row times our middle column, and we work from the outside in again. So we'll have 1 times negative 2, which is negative 2, negative 4 times 0, which is great, 0, 2 times negative 3 is negative 6, and then we add negative 2 plus 0 plus negative 6, we get negative 8. And then top row right corner, take our top row times our right column, work from the outside in. So 1 times negative 1 is negative 1, negative 4 times 3 is negative 12, 2 times 5 is 10, and we add those up. So negative 1 minus 12 plus 10, we get negative 3. Then in our bottom row, we've got our bottom row times our left column to get that first element. We'll take negative 3 times 4 to get negative 12, 5 times 2 to get 10, negative 6 times 1 to get negative 6. Add up negative 12 plus 10 minus 6, we get negative 8. Bottom row middle column, we are going to take our negative 3 and multiply by negative 2 to get 6 plus 0 plus 18. 6 plus 18, we get 24. And then lastly, we've got negative 3 times negative 1. So we've got 3, we've got 15, and we've got negative 30. So then negative 12 will be our last element. Go ahead, do example B for homework tonight, and we will jump into example C.